So today we're going to talk about how to work on your remix in GarageBand. So first click on the GarageBand app and then hit the plus sign to start a new song. You'll see all of the instruments show up. Make sure that you do have all of the instruments available to you. If you do not see Mrs. Rowe right away, please. So you'll start with the keyboard. And on the keyboard, you're really going to want to record your right hand melody first. Now keep in mind, instead of just playing the actual melody, you're remixing this. So you're thinking about that melody and making it your own or making it something new. I always like to slow down the tempo that they have set just a little bit so that I can play things absolutely correctly, and then I can adjust that tempo later on. So there's an example part of the melody. Now, maybe I want to play it exactly like it the first time, and then I can play around with it a little bit the second time. So just so I don't run out of room, I'm going to add some more measures here. Instead of clicking just add, I'm actually going to click on the section so that it stays within the same song. So now, I've already got my very first part, so I'm just going to move to the second part here and mess around with it a little bit. Let's see how it sounds all together now. So you can notice that you can still tell what song it is, but it doesn't sound exactly like that song. So now that I've got that accomplished, I'm going to go ahead and change my tempo back to where I really want it. And after I do that, I'm going to add some accompanying instruments. So I should have the left hand, or the bass clef that you learned at the keyboards, playing somewhere. You can choose a variety of instruments to have that left hand playing on. You could have the strings, you could have bass, you could have a keyboard, you could have guitar. The most important thing is making sure that whatever note is in the bass line of the song is the note that you are playing up here. So if you'll notice the letter names up here, that should be what you're playing. So, for example, we know that C is the very first note in the bass clef on Ode to Joy. So I'm going to start out with playing C. All right, we couldn't really hear the bass line very well, so maybe I'll need to adjust that a little bit. Let's look at what it looks like with our recordings. So let's see if I adjust this. Can we hear the bass line anymore? You can. So what if I don't like exactly how that sounds? I can then edit it. I can switch it so that it does any of those. Now, I got to go back and listen and make sure that I actually like how those sound together. If I don't, then I need to edit them. Sounds off, doesn't it? So if I take this and I just cut a little bit of that out and then move it over, let's see if I made it line up better. Better, but did you hear how that was off again here? I can split this and make it even better. And then I can adjust it over. Perfect. So you just keep editing it and editing it until you get it exactly how you want it. If you have any further questions, see Mrs. Rohr.